Magandang araw! Sama-sama tayong matuto sa Teacher Sal Learning Resource Channel.
Revised K-12 Curriculum, English 5, Quarter 2, Week 7. Our topic is all about sentence construction. Choose the letter of the correct answer. A word that names something like a person, place, thing, or idea. Is it a noun or pronoun? It is letter A, noun. These novels are preserved for us to see. This is what kind of pronoun? Demonstrative or relative? A, demonstrative. Goyong will play sepak takraw after school. Will is what kind of verb? Linking verb or helping verb? The answer is B, helping verb. Blippi feels happy today. Feels is what kind of verb? Linking verb, helping verb? Helping verb. The flock members blank in different direction. Flies, fly. The answer is B, fly. Activity, Crescent Moon Check-in. Assess yourself if you have already developed the listed skills. Draw a crescent moon in the Before the Lesson column using the guide on the right. Revisit the chart after the lessons. I can even help someone do this. I can do this by myself. I need some more practice. Help me a little and I got it. Even with help, I don't get it. Here are the learning skills or targets. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Write your answer on the blank provided before the number. For the choices, A, adverb of place. B, complex sentences. C, compound noun. D, noun complement. E, reflexive pronoun. F, relative pronoun. Number 1, a noun made up of two or more words that function as a single unit to name a person, place, thing, or idea. The answer is C, compound noun. A pronoun used to introduce relative clauses and connect them to a noun. The answer is F, relative pronoun. A word that describes or modifies the location or position of an action or verb. It answers the question where. The answer is A, adverb of place. A word or phrase that completes the meaning of a sentence by providing additional information about the subject or object of that follows it. The answer is D, noun complement. It contains an independent clause, complete thought, and one or more dependent clauses, incomplete thought. The answer is A, adverb of place. For subtopic 1, subject-verb agreement in relation to the following: possessive nouns, relative pronouns. Kind of noun, possessive nouns. Possessive noun, a noun that shows ownership or possession of something. It typically indicates that someone or something possesses or has control over another object, person, or idea. They are often formed by adding an apostrophe and an S to the noun, especially for singular nouns, and just an apostrophe for plural nouns ending in S. Here are the examples. For singular nouns, if it is a common noun, add apostrophe and S. Examples: dog's house, book's words, girl's dolls, bird's chicks, car's engine, sister's room, James' pen, my mom's bag. For plural nouns, if the noun ends with S, just add apostrophe. Boy's ball, table's legs, Girls' hands. If the plural noun does not end with S, add apostrophe and S. Women's bag. Children's dolls. Men's shoes. Write the possessive form of the following nouns in the parentheses to show ownership. Dog, blank house. Dog's house. Table's legs. Table's legs. Women, blank bag. Women's bag. Lady, blank dress. Lady's dress. Children, blank book. Children's book. Ladies, blank shoes. Ladies' shoes. Max, blank resto. Max resto. Geese, blank nest. Geese's nest. Ali, blank belt. Ali's belt. Baby, blank bath. Baby's bath. Subject-verb agreement rule. Singular subject takes singular verb. Plural subject takes plural verb. Possessive nouns are not used as subjects. They simply describe the actual noun. Example, during Ramadan, Ivan's family gathers for iftar every evening. In this sentence, Ivan's family means the family of Ivan, family is the subject, and the verb gathers must agree with it. The children's grandmother bakes delicious sweets for Eid al-Fitr. Children's grandmother means the grandmother of the children. The noun in the possessive form, children's, describes the subject, grandmother. The singular verb, bakes, agrees with the singular subject, grandmother, and not with children's. Johan's parents read Quran together during the holy month. The noun in the possessive form, Johan's, describes the subject parents. The plural verb, read, agrees with the plural subject parents and not with Johan's. Practice activity. Agree with the subject, not with the possessive noun. Choose the correct form of the verb in the parentheses. Make sure that the verb agrees to the subject and not to the possessive noun. Underline your answer. Alan's parents visits him every Ramadan. Visit. Irene's family gathers together for prayers during Ramadan. Gathers. My cousin's homemade sweets are always a hit. Are. The school's Ramadan assembly celebrates the diversity of the student body. Celebrates. The neighborhood's iftar potluck brings everyone together. Brings. My mother's pastries are my favorite. Are. The children's book were read by grandmother. Was. The table's legs were repaired by my father. Where. The kids' enthusiasm for the Ramadan are contagious. Is. The community's nightly prayers are hosted by the mosque people. Are. Subject pronouns, relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are used to introduce relative clauses and connect them to a noun. Examples include who, whom, whose, which, and that. Who used for people. The woman who fasts during Ramadan gains spiritual strength. Which used for animals or things. The dates which are eaten to break the fast are sweet and delicious. That used for people, animals, or things. The mosque that we visit for prayers is beautifully decorated during Ramadan. Whose shows possession or ownership. The family whose house is decorated with colorful lights celebrates Ramadan with joy. Whom, used for the object of a verb of preposition, particularly in formal writing. The people whom we invite for iftar bring delicious dishes to share. Choose the correct relative pronoun who, which, that, whose, whom to complete each sentence. The family blank house is decorated with colorful lights, celebrates Ramadan with joy. Whose. The people blank we invite for iftar bring delicious dishes to share. Whom. The mosque blank we pray in every evening during Ramadan is beautifully decorated. That or which. Look at the moon. It signals the beginning of Ramadan. Blank is a holy month for Muslims. Which or that. The dates blank are eaten to break the fast, are sweet and delicious. That or which. I can't decide between the two prayer rugs. Blank are on display. That or which. Can you pass me the Quran? Blank is on the shelf. That or which. I am using the prayer mat. Blank belongs to my grandmother. That or which. Everyone blank fast during Ramadan gains spiritual strength. Who. The traditions blank we follow during Ramadan are passed down through generations. That. For day 2. Subtopic 2. Using linking and transitive verbs. Linking verbs. Linking verbs are not action verbs, and they do not define any action. Instead, they describe the subject rather than the action, like other verbs. Some common linking verbs include be, seem, appear, become, feel, look, remain, smell, sound, taste, stay, grow, turn, and prove. Example, Ramadan is a holy month for Muslims. Fasting becomes a spiritual practice during this holy month. The mosque feels serene during Ramadan nights. The iftar meal tastes delicious after a day of fasting. Ramadan brings communities closer together. Transitive verbs. Verbs that require a direct object or DO to complete their meaning. Direct object is the noun, pronoun, or noun phrase that receives the action. Example, families prepare meals for iftar. Prepare is the verb. Meals is the direct object. People donate food to those in need. Many mosques host gatherings. Muslims recite prayers from the Quran. Families exchange well wishes during Ramadan. Linking or helping. Read the sentences carefully. Underline the verb and write linking or helping on the blank before the number. The mosque appears crowded during Taraweeh prayers. Appears. It is linking. He will attend Taraweeh prayers tonight. Will attend. Helping. We are fasting during the day. Are fasting. Helping. The sense of community seems stronger in Ramadan. Seems. Linking. They have donated to charity since last week. Have. Donated. Helping. I am reciting the Quran. Am reciting. Helping. She is preparing for suhoor. Is preparing. Helping. Dates taste sweet during iftar. Taste. Linking. Even the aroma of food during this time smells delicious. Smells. Linking. And the call to prayer sounds serene. Sounds. Linking. Subtopic 3. Verb tenses. Past progressive tense. When to use simple past tense. Past tense is used to describe actions, events, or situations that occurred and were completed at a specific point in the past. It is also used when talking about past habits or routines in the past. Example, Miggy baked traditional sweets yesterday. Completed action. Yuan and Blippi always went to the mosque together yearly. It is a past habit. We gained our independence in 1898. It is a past fact. When to use past progressive tense. Past progressive tense describes an ongoing past action that was interrupted by another past action in the simple past tense. It is also used to describe two past actions that were taking place at the same time. Demonstrate how to form a sentence in the past progressive tense, emphasizing the use of the past tense of the verb to be, was, were, plus the base form of the main verb plus ing. Example, a past action interrupted by another past action. Miggy was baking traditional sweets when her friends came. They were reading the Quran when the power went out. While Miggy was baking traditional sweets, she was watching TV. We were setting the dinner table while Mother was preparing the menu. Activity, story chain. Form small groups of 4 to 5 members. Each group will get a sentence strip with the start of a story in the past progressive tense. Example, I was riding my bike to the park. Take turns adding one sentence to continue the story. Use the past progressive tense. You have 5 minutes to complete your story chain. When the time is up, share your story with the class. Suggested sentences in past progressive tense. Families were gathering for Taraweeh prayers in the mosque. Grandma was baking traditional sweets. Dad was reading stories about Prophet Muhammad. The Imam was leading the evening prayer. Mother was reciting the Quran. Rewrite each sentence in the past progressive tense. While the children play outside, it started to rain. While the children were playing outside, it started to rain. The students studied hard when the teacher entered the classroom. The students were studying hard when the teacher entered the classroom. Mother waited when the bus came. Mother was waiting when the bus came. They walked home from school when they saw a rainbow in the sky. They were walking home from school when they saw a rainbow in the sky. The Mrs. Pilar barked loudly while the Mr. Blackie slept peacefully. Mrs. Pilar barked loudly while Mr. Blackie was sleeping peacefully. Grandpa already fixed the broken pipe when the plumber came. Grandpa already was fixing the broken pipe when the plumber came. The siblings cleaned the house when their cousins arrived. The siblings were cleaning the house when their cousins arrived. Margaret cooked dinner while her brother set the table. Margaret was cooking dinner while her brother set the table. The birds chirped outside as the sun set. The birds were chirping outside as the sun set. While the children played in the garden, the ice cream truck passed by. While the children were playing in the garden, the ice cream truck passed by. Extended activity, past is past. Continue the sentence by adding another past action to complete the past progressive form of the sentence. Example, Johan was eating dates when his cousin arrived. Families were gathering for Taraweeh prayers. Families were gathering for Taraweeh prayers when the mosque lights were turned on. Grandma was baking traditional sweets. When the children came into the kitchen. Dad was reading stories about Prophet Muhammad. While the children were listening quietly. The Imam was leading the evening prayer. When more people entered the mosque. Mother was reciting the Quran. While my sister was preparing the prayer mats. For day 3, subtopic 4, adverb of place. Adverbs of place are adverbs that affect or define the meaning of a word or phrase by informing us where things occur. These words are also called spatial adverbs. Whatever they are titled, these adverbs invariably answer the same question, where. Examples here, we are having lunch here. There, Mr. Blackie the cat is sleeping over there. Inside, please come inside the house. Choose from the box the appropriate adverb of place to modify the action. Write your answer on the blank provided. The choices are above, there, nearby, underneath, inside, within. The grade 5 students gathered blank the classroom to start their lesson within an enclosed space or area. Inside. The supermarket is located blank close to a particular area. Nearby. Mrs. Pilar the dog likes to sleep blank the sofa during the day, situated below something else. Underneath. The birds were flying high, blank the clouds, greater elevation than something else. Above. The keys were found blank, the drawer of the desk, enclosed in a certain area. within. Circle the place. Choose from the box the appropriate adverb of place to modify the action. Write your answer on the blank provided. The cat sat outside under the table. Under. The birds flew within, high in the sky. High. She looked everywhere, above for her keys, but she could not find them. Everywhere. The squirrel ran around inside the tree. Around. The book is here, backward on the shelf. Here. Fill in the blank with the appropriate adverb of place. Choose from the word box. The choices are inside, across, indoors, near at, home. Families eat blank their homes for iftar. Inside. They break their fast blank. At home. It is too hot, let's stay blank. Indoor. The mosque is blank Ivan's house. Near. The bakery is located just blank the street. Across. Subtopic 5. Noun as complement. Complement is a word or group of words that completes the meaning of a noun or pronoun within a sentence. It usually follows a linking verb and provides additional information about the subject or object. Types of complement include noun complements, pronoun complements, adjective complements, depending on their function within the sentence. Noun complement, a word or phrase that completes the meaning of a sentence by providing additional information about the subject or object that follows it. Example: Mary Genesis is a dentist. Mary Genesis is a subject, is the linking verb, and a dentist is a noun complement. It complements the subject, which is Mary Genesis. Grade 5 students elected Joaquin class president. Know the noun complement. Identify the noun complement in the sentences. Underline your answer. Fasting feels challenging during Ramadan. Challenging during Ramadan. The mosque becomes a place of prayer. A place of prayer. Generosity seems important during this season. Important during this season. The community feels united. Feels united. Sharing food appears meaningful during this holy month. Meaningful during this holy month. Reflection becomes a daily practice. A daily practice. Charity remains a core value for the Muslims. A core value for the Muslims. Prayer feels peaceful when done in the mosque. Peaceful when done in the mosque. Family gatherings become special occasions during Ramadan. Special occasions during Ramadan. Ramadan seems a time of spiritual growth. A time of spiritual growth. More practice, you compliment me. Read each sentence carefully. Choose a word from the right box, the noun complements in each sentence. Write your answer on the blank provided. The choices are beautiful, blue, brownie, cozy, engineer, genius, innocent, president, success, sweet. The flowers look blank. Beautiful. Lynette became an blank. Engineer. The cake smells blank. Sweet. Johann considers himself a blank. Genius. They named their dog blank. Brownie. The house feels blank. Cozy. We painted the room blank. Blue. The student elected Leo class blank. President. Teacher Lonnie dimmed the project A blank. Success. The jury found the defendant blank. Innocent. For day 4, subtopic 6, complex sentences. Complex sentences contain an independent clause, complete thought, and one or more dependent clauses, incomplete thought, connected by subordinating conjunctions. Examples: Muslims fast during Ramadan. It is the independent clause because it is a religious obligation. Dependent clause. When the sun sets, families gather for iftar during Ramadan. Subordinating conjunction is a word that connects independent with dependent clause, creating a complex sentence. Examples: because indicates cause or reason. Although indicates contrast. If indicates condition or supposition. When indicates time. While or as simultaneous action. Since cause or reason. Before or after time or condition. Activity: complex sentence puzzle. Arrange the sentence strips to form complete complex sentences. Paste them on your worksheet and then share your sentences with the class. Here are the independent clauses, and in the second column, we have the dependent clauses. Subtopic 7, Tone and Mood in Formal Writing. How to identify the tone and mood in formal writing? By simplifying the following methods and providing clear examples and guidance. Grade 5 students can begin to develop their understanding of tone and mood in formal writing. Word choice. Simplify the concept by focusing on identifying positive or negative words and discussing how they make the reader feel. Sentence structure. Instead of analyzing complex sentence structures, focus on recognizing simple sentences that convey a clear emotion or idea. Figurative language. Introduce basic examples of figurative language, such as similes and metaphors, using familiar objects or experiences. Descriptive details. Encourage students to identify sensory details that create a specific mood, such as describing how a scene looks, sounds, smells, or feels. Dialogue and character interaction. Use examples of dialogue that clearly demonstrate different tones, such as a character speaking angrily or happily. Context and purpose. Discuss the purpose of the writing and how it might influence the tone using age-appropriate examples such as persuasive letters or informative articles. Overall atmosphere. Help students recognize overall feelings conveyed by a piece of writing, such as whether it feels happy, sad, exciting, or scary. Reader response. Encourage students to reflect on how a piece of writing makes them feel and discuss their reactions with classmates. Activity Tone Walk. Join the tone walk. Listen to the passages read aloud. Choose the tone or mood card that matches. Discuss your choice. And then write a short reflection about what you learned. Atticus said to Jem one day, "I'd rather you shot at tin cans in the backyard, but I know you'll go after birds. Shoot all the blue jays you want, if you can hit them. But remember, it's a sin to kill a mockingbird." Excerpt from To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Tone, reflective, moralistic. Mood, serious, contemplative. The ships hung in the sky in much the same way that bricks don't. Excerpt from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. Tone, humorous, absurd. Mood, light-hearted. He had no idea that this day would end in death, but of course he couldn't have known that. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gotten out of bed. Excerpt from The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. The tone is mysterious, foreboding. Mood, suspenseful, ominous. Two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Excerpt from The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Tone, reflective, contemplative. Mood, ambivalent, thoughtful. It's a dangerous business. Frodo going out your door. You step onto the road, and if you don't keep your feet, there's no knowing where you might be swept off to. Except from The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. The tone is epic, inspirational. Mood, adventurous, determined. For Day 5, Subtopic 6, Complex Sentences, Day 4. Learners' takeaways. Match the terms in column A with their examples in column B. Write the letter of the correct answer. Here is the answer key.